Alright, so I thought I'd finish up all my videos here and pretty much give my final thoughts on this Harbor Freight or Chicago Electric MIG 170 Wirefeed welder. It's a really good welder. When it comes to welding, it performed flawless. It did everything that I asked it to do. The only problem I had welding was with the Harbor Freight 023 wire, which was really crap. I mean, I've had it for a while, so I don't know if it was contaminated or what. It's never served me any good anyways. And the 023 wire I previously used with my Miller machines, and they did not perform well at all. So it was maybe just the wire. With the Radnor type of wire, that thing just performed awesome. I did really good, and I guess it's all in the quality of wire. So I've never really been a fan of the Harbor Freight solid wire. Other than that though, the machine, it kicked butt. I mean, when it comes to welding, this thing does what it does. I did overheat this thing, so if you were to use one of these types of welders, make sure you stick to the duty cycle. Quality wise though, this machine, it blows quality wise. I have problems with the roller or the drive roll mechanism, or should I say the shaft, or the drive roll shaft. That's bent. That's how it came out of the box. The frame was bent on this. The door was bent on it. Also, the door has a really bad habit of closing on you when you're changing out the wire. But any little movement will actually cause the door to fall down and smash your fingers, which already happened to me. Never had that happen with any other welders but this one. So yeah, that wasn't good. So the frame being bent, the door, and the latch isn't all that great. Also, this thing tends to leak shielding gas if you leave the regulator on. And I know for a fact that my regulators aren't leaking. So the trigger doesn't use a switch, or it doesn't use a solenoid or electric powered solenoid for gas delivery. What it does is it uses a valve type, a push valve type. It's plastic. I mean, it's just very low quality. So when the machine is off and you have shielding gas on this, you can actually purge it. I mean, if somebody were to actually leave their tank on and position their welder in like a really awkward place, and the trigger was to get pushed like from the weight of the hoses or something, you would probably come back in the morning to an empty cylinder. So that's not good. Also, the ground clamp, which is here, it's pretty much the same thing what they include on the 90 amp welder, and same ground cable and everything. You would think they would make it a little bit thicker or something. It's a zinc type of clamp, so copper would be much better, of course. I mean, for $169, where are you gonna go pick up a 220 volt MIG welder? And there's just no way you're gonna get anything like that on the market. Not for that cheap. The next cheapest welder that I would recommend would probably be like a Eastwood MIG 175, which is pretty much like this welder here, just 5 more amps, and that thing comes with a spool gun, so you can actually so you can actually weld aluminum with that thing. Now, also when it comes to this welder, you get pretty much a bare bones type of deal. You need to add a regulator to this, so make sure that you buy your Harbor Freight regulator, and you can pick up some clear vinyl tubing that handles like 45 or 55 psi at a home improvement store for like $3. I think they paid that much for 20 feet, and I use that for my TIG, and I used it for this MIG. So with the regulator being, I think, $36 at Harbor Freight plus another $5 for tubing, and then on top of this welder, I mean, you can get a nice decent welder for a little under $250 when you include everything. Now when it comes to welding bottles though, the cylinder will set you back quite a bit. If you go with a small cylinder, make sure that you use 7525 welding mix gas, which is 75% argon, 25% CO2. Do not go with straight CO2. So you can go any day on Craigslist pretty much and find a small welding cylinder, but make sure that you get something at least 60 cubic feet and up. Anything under 60 is not going to last you very long. But anyways, that's going to conclude all the videos for this Chicago Electric MIG 170 Wirefeed welder. The item number is 68885. You want to check out more information like the manual online, just check out the Harbor Freight site. They got everything you need there, other reviews. This has been my demonstration, somewhat review on this welder. Want to thank you guys for watching and see you on the next one.